since we have been gifted with 2 ears and one mouth, so I will go with 60-40 ratio.
Nice. I love that. Sure. Sure. And Vivek also says listening first. Yeah. And if at all, if you take the listening part of it, it's important so that the other one feels heard. that कोई मेरा बात सुन रहा है, right? And I think if at all, if I have to go back to the listening part, there are some parts you need to do, which involves talking. And as Sebastian says, that 60-40 ratio, whatever, it's like you want to ask questions, if at all, rather than telling them something. Because if you ask questions, you'll get to know better about whatever it is they're saying and whatever it is that they want. But then you can decide, do I have something to offer him or her, or do I not? It's quite possible that when you're asking questions, you realize they don't even want what you have to offer. They're not interested in what it is. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to go on talking. Great. Okay, so I want to ask you one thing. And tell me, what do you guys think? Do customers need whatever it is that you're offering? You're offering some services, I think. Most people, I think, who come and attend this program is because they have some service offering. In some cases, it is a product, like I know Sebastian has certain fragrances, oils, and it's a physical product. But it's not like any other product. You need to talk about the product before you can buy it. He has to explain things about his product. So whenever there's a conversation, I believe this program is really good for them. So do customers need your offer? And I see Basumati has responded. They do, and they don't know they need it. So they need your offer. But okay, so why don't you tell us a little bit about what is it that you currently offer your clients, which they don't know they need?
So while I say they don't know they need it, I also say they don't know what they don't know. And that's why they don't know that they need it. What
Okay.
I offer is completely to the health profession, whether they are students or seniors. They need to know that when they are searching online for medical stuff or nursing or whatever in the health sciences, that there are lots of structured databases and there are structured methods of searching. And there's a structured approach of going to a particular resource. So these things are completely absent in their curriculum. So they have no idea that they need it. And they get away without doing it because even the people right at the top don't know it and they don't correct them. So it's one of the most challenging things to sell. I teach them how to search correctly. That's a very simple way of putting it. The reasons.
And what is the benefit they get when they go for your services? What is the...
They save huge amounts of time. They very quickly get the right answers. And when they actually implement it, let's say when they want to publish a journal article, they have much better studies to cite and they cite it correctly and all that. They don't keep on getting rejections, rewrite, all those kinds of things.
Right. So what's in it for them is time saving, and what you're offering them is efficiency to do something.
Yes.
Searching and researching and all of that stuff. So typically, what question would you have to ask them to realize what they don't know, which they need your offer? What question would you need to ask them to make them think about, whoa, what is this question? I never thought of that before, and maybe I need it. What would be that question?
I would ask them a certain specific method, how would you search for this? Tell me what you would type in the search box, something like that, very clearly.
But why would they answer you? I mean, this is somebody who absolutely has no idea what you're offering, right? So if a person, let's say I have no idea what you're offering, what would you ask me? First of all, am I your target audience or who's your target?
No, anybody in any health profession.
Health profession. So in a health profession would mean like a doctor?
Doctor, medical student, any of those.
Any of those. So currently they are not able to do what? Because they don't have your they don't know your offer. What are they not able to do? Right now, they're busy operating on surgeries and they're giving prescriptions for medicals and medication, or they are studying to become a doctor.
Yeah.
What are they currently not getting because they don't have what you have to offer?
So, when they are doing any research or publications, they have to do a search. They know they have to do it. And what they are not getting is the results that they need very quickly. That is
And-
one. Or sometimes if they are treating at a senior level, if they are treating a difficult patient, complication, something like that, and if they want to search for the right literature there, they might go around in circles and not get it quickly.
So going in circles results in what?
Wastage of time, not getting an answer, both.
And if they don't get the answer, what will happen?
The patient could have problems,
Like die, maybe.
maybe. I mean,
Okay.
I've actually shared a blog post where a anesthesiologist was having to look at a patient post-surgery after some time, was told that his hand is turning blue. So he went, reviewed what drugs he has been put on post-surgery. Then he had gone through my program, so he searched, he got some unusual complication, changed that medicine, saved his hand. I'm not saying this happens every day, but it happens every now and then.
Right. Now he was fortunate that he did your program. We don't know why he did your program. But so it's are you worried? Would you like? I'm trying to frame the question here, which will trigger the person to see, hey, I better contact Basumati because I need a course or program, which would be something like, does it bother you that you may be not able to cater to your patient's needs just because you don't know where to look?
Yes.
Right. So in one line, if somebody sees that 5 seconds or 3 seconds, somebody sees that, they may be able to go like, whoa, let's get in touch with her, right?
Yeah, I think the does it bother you is a very great start.
Yeah. Wonderful. So I think anybody else wants to go at this because this is a great one, Basmati. Thank you for sharing that one. But do customers need your offer? And then do they value your offer? Because immediately if they find out from Basmati that, shit, she's going to help me take care of this worry that I have, that I was not able to find the answer for my particular client. And if she can help me with some way to get it, I'm very keen. And then they know what's in it for them, right? So they're currently understood why they need to connect with you. So that's great. Yes, Sanjay's got his hands raised. What would you like to talk about? What is it that your customers do? Actually, first let's answer this question. Do customers need whatever it is you're offering? Let's start there.
Yeah, they need it. I basically specialize in B2B marketing, basically for export-oriented chemical manufacturing companies.
Yeah.
That is basically those who are exporting the products out of India. So now, like B2B industry, unlike a B2C, it is still, as if they are working in the 17th century. They only understand offline marketing, that is trade, exhibitions, etc. And like digital marketing, even their websites don't have an HTTPS. And 99% of the time, the web developer has his own, SEO mark on the website, which these guys, even if I tell them, they don't understand that, because that website person is some lala chacha ka baticha ka ladka or mama.
So your offer is make a website, just so I understand it. You make website.
No. I basically want to offer them digital marketing services with AI, where they can do the whole gamut of the things, like basically with a sales funnel. Now,
Okay, so that is what they need your offer to, so that they can have, so that if they don't, like in the case of Basumati, they don't know that they need her, right? But we arrived at what questions to ask so that they understand that they should need her. So one is, are you comfortable? You are comfortable with the fact that they need your offer, which is digital marketing services with AI.
yes,
That is a yes. We just go one question at a time. Let's not dive into the Ramayana right now. We'll get into the Ramayana in a bit. Just a second. First of all, answer this question simply. Do customers need your offer? Is that a yes?
Yes.
And then currently, do they see value of your offer? Do customers value your offer?
No.
That is the challenge which we will solve today. Okay. So let's find out what's in it for your customer if they get your offer. If they implement your offer, what will they get? So try to get you guys to think in these three frames, basically, which will solve the problem. What's in it for the customer if they go for digital marketing with AI?
They can, get faster, customers, in the sense that they will get the prospects, red hot prospects first, and which will turn into a customer, because in B2B marketing, the sales process is very long. So that length can be shortened a lot.
How typically is long? How typically is long in B2B sales? What is the duration for a? Is it a 3-month sale process? Is it a 1.5-month sale process? Is it a 6-month sale process?
It's almost like a 6 month to 1 year or 2 years also.
And now with your digital marketing with AI, it come down to how much?
It will come down to less than 3 to 4 months.
Wonderful. So therefore, now if you look at what's in it for your customer from what you just said right now, normal B2B sales takes anywhere between 6 months to 2 years.
Yes.
Would you be interested in digital marketing with AI where we can bring that down to 2 to 3 months?
Okay, that's a nice line.
Right? That line, right? That line will immediately make them, oh, this is what I need. Where the hell have you been, Sanjay? Please, I want to call you. You see? So as long as you can tie these 3 sentences, do your customer need your offer? Do they value your offer? And if they don't, then what's in it for the customer? Then you can tie it back down. Okay. Wonderful. Great. Super. Now we'll dive into, does anybody else want to add, or we'll just proceed? Because I've already got to about 20 minutes right now. I'll just take these 2 examples of Basumati's and Sajay's. Okay. Now, just if anybody wants to look at what makes your service different from others, let's take Basumati's and Sanjay, since we have started with both of them. Is there anybody else offering what you're offering to begin with, and therefore you have competition, or there's nobody offering what you're offering, and therefore you are different because,
For me, there's no competition. Whatever others offer similarly is very, very minuscule compared to what I do.
Okay. So you know that they offer 1, but I offer 105. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. That's good to know that you have something. What about you, Sanjay? Are you different?
There is no competition at all. There is nobody in this space.
Okay. So it's possible that there is no competition at all, or you may not know that there is a competitor for what you're doing.
No, because I'm keeping track of those guys who are doing digital marketing for MSMEs, etc. So they are in a very different vertical, and I am specialized in chemical companies.
Okay. Great. So good. Once you are able to make your services different from others, then automatically what happens is there's no negotiation on pricing, because if they say, but so and so is giving that, yeah, but that's for a different industry. Mine is specialized in this industry. Like I'm in chemical industry. Go metals, that will not work for you. That's why I charge X amount of money or whatever it is. So this is one of the reasons why, if it is possible, if you can find your way which is different from others, then it becomes a niche. Therefore, pricing is not to be compared because the service itself is not the same. It's just something for letting you know. Okay. Just wanted to check with both you, Basumati, as well as Sanjay. What is the scene with case studies? Have you all developed any solutions, like giving a customer like, hey, you had this problem and now you got my service, and now after 2 months or 3 months or 6 months of using my service, you got these results which can be measured and encapsulated. Have you guys tried to work on case studies?
No.
So in my case, I've asked people to tell me how it worked for them, but I've got a very small number because people tend to either forget or they'll say, हाँ हाँ भेजेंगे, and never end up doing it.
No. So are they happy with you?
Sorry?
Are they happy with what they got from you?
Yes.
So if you were happy with what you got from me, and I said, hey, Basumati, I want to call you. You remember I told you about the solution I gave you? Yeah, of course. You still using it? Yeah, of course. I mean, great. Can I just have a conversation for 5-10 minutes with you to understand before I gave you the solution, how were you doing things? And you say, oh, before I do that, I was having this problem and this never worked and I was struggling with this and this was taking too long, blah, 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 blah. Problem. I said, great. So therefore, my solution, which was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it helped you to solve problem 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, exactly. Ever since that happened. And therefore, as a result of that, what did you get? Oh, because of that, now I'm able to close more deals, or I'm able to take more customers, or I'm able to get a team to do a lot of more things, whatever it is. Uh, there is some measurable result you got out of the solution. So I'm not talking about, testimonials. I'm talking about three-pronged approach where there was a problem, you gave a solution, and you got results for your customer. It's not a question of chasing them. If they're happy, it's a conversation. And you can take that conversation, and I can show you how to use AI to take a conversation, record it on your phone, transcribe it, and then tell ChatGPT, hey, this is a conversation I had with the customer. You heard the problem, you heard the solution, you heard the results they got. Make it a case study. And in 10 seconds, you'll get a case study. Okay, let's just dive into the next one, which is this part. Now, in the beginning, I spoke about which is more important, talking or listening. In the talking part, I strongly recommend focus on asking the qualifying questions. In fact, my basic prompt when I started in ChatGPT is whenever I used to get an inquiry, I used to tell ChatGPT, this is my profile, ask qualifying questions. So the guy says, I want leads for my business. And then it'll ask a set of questions because it knows I will do everything from making a website, do social media, run advertisements, do SEO, all of that stuff. So then it'll start asking qualifying questions so that those qualifying questions get answers from the person. And when the answers come through, they build trust. And then either we decide to qualify the customer to close the deal, or we qualify the customer to reject the deal, or we qualify the customer to refer the person. Let's say I'm into digital marketing, but digital marketing is a very vast field. And a customer wants to ask me questions. Can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do this? Can you do that? I will ask questions back to them, asking what they want. And it turns out that the solution that I have will not be the right fit. I'm not the right fit for that person. Might as well I connect with another partner who is meeting that need so that that person feels he's serviced anyway. Okay, Rishi service nahi kiya, lekin koi dusra to serve kiya. So what this does, if you focus on just asking qualifying questions, if you qualify and if you are the right fit for that customer, apne aap sale ho jayega. You don't have to worry about it. And what AI does very well is asks qualifying questions in a very sophisticated manner. It asks it in such a sophisticated manner that it builds trust, which is the key component for transactions to happen. Commercial transactions happen based on trust. They will pay you money because they trust you will give them what they want. And what I've been noticing is this part, asking of qualifying questions using AI as assistance with the help of prompts and everything. This is what is doing the job. It is building the trust which is otherwise missing. See, if I refer you to somebody, Sebastian, मेरे वजह से वो deal closer है because that guy trusted me to begin with. If you're telling Sebastian will give me something that will solve my cold problem, my cough problem, my this problem, my that problem, अच्छा ठीक है मैं ले लेगा. Hey, give me that one please, I'll buy it from you. The effort to sell is 10%. It's more logistical. Okay, what is your address? Okay, here's my GPay. Send the money, I'll transfer it. That selling is very minimal selling. So I have actually had conversations with prospects that have asked me stuff that is not my area of expertise. It is digital marketing, but it is not my area of expertise. And I know 2 or 3 people in digital marketing that does take care of this thing. So I asked all the questions thanks to AI. He was so happy answering all the questions. And finally, when I told him, you know what, this is fine. I have summarized everything what you want. This is everything you want. And this is what your expectations are. Can I connect you with somebody who can give you a solution to this? And he turns around and says, wait. Why are you sending me to somebody else? Does she work for you or something? I said, no, she runs her own company. She's also in digital marketing. I'm also in digital marketing, but she's better suited for you. So no, but why? I want to work with you. And I was like, wow, where is this coming from, man? Why he wants to work with? Itna trust पैदा हो जाता है ना. So much of trust gets developed that the guy literally feels like, don't leave me यार. अभी मेरे को मत छोड़ो. आप इतने अच्छे से मेरे को सब मेरा business सब समझ में आ रहा है. अभी और कहीं भेज रहा है. You're sending me to another hospital. मैं आपके साथ ही treatment करना चाहता हूँ. So that is how powerful this asking of qualifying questions is. Okay. Great. Okay, this is another very important part of talking to people, especially if you're doing it on WhatsApp or email, right? Because email and WhatsApp and LinkedIn, these are all text messages back and forth. The way it analyzes calls is mind blowing. The insights it can give you about who is the buyer, what is their thinking type, उसको कैसे बात करना चाहिए, all of that analysis it will give you. So I always tell the AI first analyze, then generate suggest a reply to this person based on who I am and what I deliver. Right? So this is a very powerful one. Another one is on LinkedIn. How many of you guys actually use LinkedIn over here?
I do.
One person
I do.
uses it.
Even I do.
Yeah, also and Adit also uses LinkedIn, right? Great. And Sebastian, you also?
Yes.
ठीक है. Now those are whenever somebody is connecting with you or you are trying to reach out to somebody, what you do is you go to their profile, click on more on their profile on the computer. This is not on the phone. On the computer, click on more, then click on save to PDF. Now, if you're on the free version of ChatGPT, you can only do 1 or 2 such things. You must go for a ChatGPT Go or ChatGPT Plus. Okay, and I'll tell you about how you can get ChatGPT Go for free for 1 year. Okay, save the PDF, drag the PDF into your ChatGPT window, and type this prompt called "study this profile," and just be amazed at how it analyzes that person. Once you have told the AI to study the profiles, now it has context on इसको कैसे बात करना चाहिए. Don't say like this, say like that. This is a senior person, this is a junior person, this is a mid-level person. How to speak with which person at what level, it will happen after you give this prompt called study this profile. So if you're getting inquiries or you're reaching out to people on LinkedIn, पहले उसको profile study करो. Then you say, okay, bhai, now you tell me how should I approach this customer? This is what I want to sell. I don't want to sound like a sales guy, but I want to pitch to them, how should I build trust? I always ask, study this profile, how do I build this trust? Say, talk about this, talk about this, talk about, okay, fine. Okay, I write to them about that. Then the conversation starts and it is based on trust. It starts building trust. Okay, let's go to the KLT model, which I keep talking about. Okay, so in any sale process, we have the know, like, and trust. So K stands for knowing a person, L stands for liking a person, and T stands for trusting the person. When it starts with knowing, now that is where digital marketing does. It generates leads for you. Person gets to know who you are and what you do. But digital marketing cannot help you with liking and trusting. For liking and trusting, that's what I'm telling you guys. AI is able to do it. If you prompt it well. Any questions on this part?
Okay, Rishi, we go to a lot of networking meets. We get numbers and names. And then they say ki the best follow-up has to be within the next 24 hours or within the next 48 hours. Otherwise, that visiting card goes in the bin. Okay. So, how would so say when we have to connect with them, we share our profile. Is it better to get them to know us first, or we know them first?
Now, when this no like and trust, I was talking about them knowing you in terms of
Okay.
stages. Because until you don't get to know, like and trust, तब तक बेचने का बात ही मत कर. क्योंकि उसके पहले if you start selling this, यार ये तो he's a pusher. वो मेरे को चिपका रहा है. He's trying to sell me his product. And then people get that repulsive feeling of दूर रहो उसके साथ, भागो यहाँ से. AI to sell better is an AI assisted. It is, you still have to be the driver. You better know your product. You better know your service. You better know all objections, how to handle. You should know that inherently. But just use it because it is a very good tool to build knowing and liking and trust. Knowing the inquiry will come. Like a networking platform may, see, I'll tell you something, Sebastian. You and I are both part of networking platforms. We are part of many similar networking platforms, which is why we know each other. But because we've been seeing each other for the last 1.5 years now, there is immense trust between both of us. That happened because of recurring meeting. अरे hi Sebastian, hi. तो बार बार मिलने से trust पैदा हो जाता है. But that can be speed up when it can be sped up when you use AI. The amount of effort you go to meet somebody every time, all the time to build trust, which will happen automatically. So don't stop doing that. But if you use AI, the trust can build faster, which is what I'm talking about and what I'm coaching people about how to do. So, like I was saying, AI does not replace the sales conversations. It removes friction from thinking, listening, and follow-up. The way a conversation is driven in AI, follow-up is not required because the ball will always be back in that other person's court. If he wants what you have to offer, he'll contact you. I never follow up. I'm talking about sales, not follow up of, hey, we met for chai yesterday and I want to talk to you. First of all, are you interested in what I have to offer? Right now, all of you guys, जबरदस्ती थोड़ी है तुम लोग को इधर आया. You all have come of your own volition. You want to know what does Rishi know about AI to sell better? मुझे उसका बात सुनना है. वो बार-बार बात कर रहा है. I want to come and listen to what he has to talk about so that I can take something from that. I'm only interested in talking to people who want to know what I'm talking about. So follow-up doesn't come because please come for my webinar. Please come for my webinar. No. In fact, today I put 2 people out of the room because they didn't have the cameras on. I want to do something in a particular, I want people to want what I'm doing and what I'm offering. And that I think should be, in my view, everybody's aspiration too. Then if not, then I'm just a sales guy selling stuff that nobody wants, but I'm just pushing it down their throat. So, yeah, any thoughts, questions on this slide of mine? Anything that troubles you about this conversation? A lot of people have these AI chatbots. I'm not talking about an AI chatbot at all. AI to sell better is not an AI chatbot. It is assisted sales in having conversations when people need what you have to offer. So by the way, this is a question I ask everybody at this stage, which is, I hope you have a computer, smartphone, and actually both. Because for AI to sell better, you do need both. Now, Sebastian, I'm just curious, and even Adit, you guys seem to be on a vertical format, which means you'll have come onto this call as on a phone.
On a phone.
Yeah. And meaning you all don't have a computer.
No, we have.
No, my laptop is gone for repair.
Acha, and Adit?
It's in my office. I had come for lunch and I'm at home, so that's why.
Okay. Great. So for me, I think if somebody doesn't have a computer, it's not going to be possible. It's too difficult to do it on a phone. I've done it, but मेहनत बहुत ज़्यादा है. Computer मेहनत बहुत कम है. It's much easier. And I will go on to say that if you have an additional monitor, like I have 3 monitors, there's one here, there's second one here, the third one is there. I'm excessive. I like the screen real estate. But ideally, if you have a laptop and you connect an external display monitor to it, that means you have 2 screens, that will be even increasing more efficiency. You don't have to do alt tab and move from one screen to the other because you'll be on WhatsApp and AI ChatGPT, or you'll be on LinkedIn and ChatGPT, or you'll be on email and chat GPT. I know you can put both windows together, but then they become small and then it's hard to read. Ideally, if you have एक window पे chat GPT लगा दो, एक window पे WhatsApp लगा दो. My third screen is for another Google Sheet. But this is not mandatory. This is optional, recommended by Rishi Ganguly. But thank you very much for your time, guys. We overshot by half an hour, but what the heck?
Thank you. That was amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Take care. But thank you very much for your time, guys. We overshot by half an hour, but what the heck?
Thank you. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Take care.